Big role for Stanley Wabale, and now for Timothy Fayulu, the DRC substitute goalkeeper. DR did score from the spot against Lesotho, but he's not around now. DRC will take first. So a few instructions, final instructions for the goalkeepers. VAR is in play for it, remember, if they come off the line and save it. The highest of stakes. A spot at the World Cup. And it will be Nigeria to take first. Calvin Bassey to face the DRC's new goalkeeper, a second international cap for Timothy Fayulu, who's only played one league game all season in the Armenian League for Noah. That's where Hilarion Gore came from. He's in Belgium now with Ghent and doing well. So Calvin Bassey to begin, and Nigeria to begin. He's at the Nigerian end, and Bassey balloons it! It's into the Nigerian fans behind the goal! It is a big miss to start the shootout!
Well, if you go back to the start of this match, Onyeka inside 3 minutes gives Nigeria a lead. It's a glorious platform to go on and win this match, claim a place in the Intercontinental Playoffs where they'd surely fancy a chance. It's not the worst idea to go straight down the middle. And just leans back a little on this and hoofs it over the crossbar and buries his head in his hands. Calvin Bassey, who's done so much in the game proper to keep Nigeria in the game, has missed the first penalty.
DRC's first, Samuel Mutasami of Atromitos in Greece. As the rain begins to come down in Rabat, Mutasami saved! It's a super save by Wabale! He stood his ground, he kept it out! Bassey bailed out! Goalless in the opening round of spot kicks in Rabat.
Mutasami, again, usually so crisp with the strike, hits it really firmly, and Wabale gets across brilliantly, and he recently saved a penalty similar to this against Bradley Grobler, one of the most lethal strikers in South Africa, in the Premiership in South Africa for Chippa United, earned them a point. 90th minute save from the penalty mark. And he's done something similar here, so it's still 0-0.
Moses Simon for Nigeria. Now based in Paris. Simon saved! Fayulu kept it out! Still no breakthrough in the shootout. Still 0-0. Not so Simon.
Moses Simon, heaps of experience that he brings to this side. You expect him to put this away. Takes a little false step on the way to the penalty mark, and now he buries his head in his jersey. 3 kicks, not a score yet.
Big moment for Noah Siddiqui of Sunderland. Formerly of Uni Saint-Gilloise, the Belgian champions. He's never taken a penalty in his career. He has now. This is responsibility. Plain and simple. Wabale told to get back onto his line. Siddiqui having to reset. Noah Siddiqui, he's passed test before. He's got that one in. DRC in front. Good spot kick. Low, powerful, decisive. DRC score first.
Well, these sides have been doing their homework from a goalkeeping perspective. Nwabali behind the line goes the right way, but there's much power behind this from Sadiki. It looks like Nwabali expected that to go high, however, rather than low. So Sadiki tucks it in as a result.
Akor Adams. The first two penalties unconverted from a Nigeria point of view. 6 penalties in his career. He has scored 3 and he has missed 3. For the new international, 2 goals in his first 3 caps. Lovely spot kick. Nigeria are in the hunt again.
There's still an uncertainty. They trail in the shootout by number of kicks, and they're level in terms of successfully converted attempts. Very nicely taken. Akor Adams picked his spot, and it's incredibly difficult for goalkeepers to even get across to those that are so wide. It's a little bit of a risk, but if you've got the accuracy, it's going to be an advantage for you in a shootout, and indeed Adams proves it here.
Axel Tuanzebe. His first penalty of his career. Saved! Superb save by Nwabali! A superb stop. An extraordinary shootout. 3 rounds. And it's 1-1.
Well, this is turning out to be one of those that'll go down in history as one to look out for all the wrong reasons. Recently, England, the first side of the Women's European Championships to miss 3 successive penalties and still advance against Sweden. That was, I think it was 30% conversion rate in the shootout. We've got something similar here, 2 converted from 6.
That was Jennifer Falk, and she ended up saving a 4th as well. But they still lost. She took a penalty herself. Fayulu standing firmly and tall. The DRC. 4th penalty. Bruno Onyemaichi. That's confident. That's 2-1 Nigeria. In front for the first time in the shootout. That's a good spot kick. That's what they needed to calm nerves after failing to score the first 2.
Yeah, you're right. The importance here is the fact that Nigeria have gone in front for the first time. Struck it very firmly, struck it wide. Fayulu at full stretch, but again going the right way. The analysts have certainly played their part. Here's Fiston Mayele, usually so very good from the penalty mark, 12 yards out.
Mayele to bring it level. Nwabali moved early. Mayele puts it through for 2-2. High stakes with the final round. Regular round of penalties to come.
Well, this is where we go to sudden death. 2-2. Fiston Mayele sends Nwabali the wrong way. Nwabali going to his right. Mayele turning inside out. And right boot and sliding it past Nwabali.
Very confidently done. Chidera Ejuke. The moment of his career. This for the lead. Ejuke right down the middle. First penalty of his career. He's converted it. Nigeria lead in the final round. And he goes straight to his goalkeeper to urge support for the final potential save.
Well, that is a very confident penalty. Bottle landing on the pitch near where he took the kick just moments before he struck it. but still manages to compose himself and send it beyond the diving goalkeeper, going straight down the middle. Now, this needs to go.
That's caused a bit of kerfuffle, and what a player on his international debut. It is Michel Orange Balikwisha to tie it up if he can. It's Balikwisha, it's in! Brilliant penalty! Artistry from the boy who was born Michelangelo. A cool spot kick for 3-3, and it's sudden death now.
Oh, that's a superb strike. Hits that with some venom. Excellent placement. And to do that in the driving rain on debut against one of the top sides on the continent, that's impressive. Now the experience of Shemi Ajayi.
Ajayi is already set to take the kick, and Fayalu isn't. Fayalu stepping backwards. Ajayi forwards, and it's saved! Fayalu got there! The door is open. Ajayi denied.
Potential heartbreak for Nigeria here. The experienced Ajayi steps up, and Fayalu at full stretch to his left brilliantly denies. An incredibly powerful shot. It needed a little height, to be fair. There was not too much wrong with that penalty attempt.
They were starting to celebrate. Not yet. Chancel Mbemba, Mr. Experience. The winning goal on Thursday night in the semi-final. Needing to keep his bottle here. Mbemba stepping up. He's won it. It's the DRC on the way to Mexico. And maybe on the way to the World Cup. Nigeria are out. They'd scored 3 penalties in a row. But then in sudden death, Ajayi was saved. Nothing Wabali could do with that spot kick. The most capped player in DRC history. Cap 101 for Chancel Mbemba, and it's room 101 for Nigeria. The DRC will march on. It's been a massive night for them and for their boss Sebastian Del Sabra, and particularly for Chancel Mbemba. It finishes 1-1 after extra time. It's the DRC who take it. 4-3 on penalties, and this was the kick that decided it.
Takes full responsibility always to Chancel Mbemba, and he steps up and absolutely delivers, hammers it home with aplomb, and DRC eliminate Nigeria. They looked like they were on the brink of going out when Bassi missed the first kick, and then you had that moment with Moses Simon failing to convert with the third kick of the shootout. It looked like it was going to be a tame affair in the end. It was a very tense affair, drama-filled. DRC claim it at the death. Nigeria World Cup dream is over. They failed to qualify for 2 games, 2 World Cups in succession now, but DRC are potentially 1 game away from advancing to their first as DRC, and their first since 1974. It was a brilliant qualifying campaign, and a pity for a couple of teams that it's come down to this, but congratulations to DRC, certainly.
We have lost some big names in Africa this week. Cameroon gone, and Nigeria now gone too. Still at least 1 more game for the DRC. Their ranking is a lot lower. They may not automatically be in that playoff final in March. We'll find out in the next few days, no doubt about that. But the DRC have made it, and Nigeria have not, because Chancel took his chance, and Nigeria didn't. Until next time, from Dwayne DeLocca and me, Will Downing, it's a sad end to the tale for Nigeria, but they had to win every game from here on in, and on penalties tonight, they did not. Until next time, It is farewell, and for Nigeria, for this World Cup campaign, it is adieu.